I think when you look at my work, it sort of documents this history. A lot of galleries and collectors consider my work sort of historic in that it documents things that happened in time. You can look at some of my pieces from the 80s and then how they look today, and you can almost look at it and say, okay, that was Broadway and how it looked in 1990s, you know, because it's what was playing, what was happening. So I feel almost like an historian. Also, when I'm traveling and doing shows in Europe, people want to know what's going on in New York, and I sort of feel like the ambassador for each decade, you know, about what's going on, and you know, and they recall things that, you know, of pieces that were things that were happening in the piece. And many people who come to New York maybe only come and haven't been here 10 or 20 years, so that's the way they remember it, and that's what I'm documenting.
Everything in there, when we look, I mean, we're from New York, so you look at that piece and you know exactly what's what. You look, like you mentioned, the Howard Johnson, you see the Pan Am building, you see the streak in the subway, the tags on the subway, just the whole layout of the city, and a lot of that stuff doesn't exist, like what, Crazy Eddie's and a bunch of those stores like that. You know, we grew up, that was our era, so yeah, this piece is pretty personal to us, and I guess in a sense, because it describes our upbringing here in New York.
Well, you got to remember, graffiti, like anything else, it's gone through an evolution. So like, even though like we did it, we were hiding in tunnels and painting subway cars, and then, you know, here we are like 30 years later, and now we're being commissioned to, you know, do works for companies. It's cool to see it go from that, you know, underground scene to, like, you know, get some kind of notoriety. But what's more amazing is when you see it being duplicated around the world. Like, there's people all over the world. There's graffiti in Africa and Israel, and you know, I mean, you look, and it's a global art form. And to think it started on some subway trains here in New York City.
And for us, it's just been, you know, a long journey. It's funny to go from hiding to being now invited. You know, we get invited all around the world to do murals. We just got back from Orlando. We did a Roberto Clemente mural, and then we did something at the University of Central Florida. They want us to come back. We've done stuff at MIT. You know, we're going to Morocco in May. So it's weird. It took a long time to get there, and I think we still face obstacles. It still hasn't been 100% accepted, but it's gotten a little easier. And I think that also comes with a lot of people who grew up watching it, and, you know, kind of been exposed to it and respect it and understand it as an art form, not as, you know, the older generation, like, oh, these kids are out of control, they're destroying everything.
I think it's just as relevant as some of the artwork that you see, and some of the conceptual artwork that you see in museums today. So I think there's a great balance, and there's a lot of handwork, and there's something to be said about artwork that the artist plays a big role in the connection between the media and what he's doing.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Nicer from TATS Cru.
How you doing? I'm Bio. I'm one of the other members of TATS Cru.
My name is BG183, TATS Cru.
And I'm Charles Fazzino, and if you'd like to see some of the artwork, come to our website, fazzino.com. We have a page that you can check out where the artwork can be seen worldwide in many fine art galleries everywhere.